This is Matt from the Comic Haul Crew, coming to you with another haul video. This is a video from my most recent trip up to Ohio. Ended up going up for work, ended up stopping by a few stores, even found a comic convention going on while I was there. So I took advantage of it, of course, and I've got a plethora of books here to show you all. And I'm going to break this up. I've got an Archie haul that accompanies this, but I went to one store, he had about 9 long boxes of Archie, so I just raided his box and got a ton of great Archies. I'm going to pull some of my favorite ones out of there, and I'm going to do a separate haul video that'll accompany this video. So this will be part 1 of the my trip up to Ohio. And right now we're going to go ahead and kick things off. This is Amazing Heroes 143. Picked this one up. Y'all know I love my swimsuit covers, so I just grabbed that. And here's a book that I bought from the actual show. And this is, I'm not sure if you can see that too well, but this is, and I hold it here so y'all can see it look good better. This is Knights of the Dinner Table #1. Knights of the Dinner Table #1. Excuse me, not #1. I wish it was #1. #3. I don't know what I'd do if this was #1. #3. This is still a tough one to find. #1 is hellaciously hard to come across, and 2 because I've never seen them in the wild. So when I saw this one at the price that I did, I decided I'd go ahead and pick it on up. But this is Knights of the Dinner Table #3, first printing. All right. And I love my Malars, but in this case, because I'm in my new office, I hadn't finished everything out yet. And so I've got a little bit of a glare because the window is kind of right behind my camera. So that's why there's a little bit of a glare there. Let's try something here. Let's see if it'll make it better or worse. There we go. If I stand here, that kind of blocks that light. Chippendale Rescue Rangers #2. Excuse me, #5. So I got my glasses off too. I meant to start this with my glasses on. I got it off, so I have to squint a little bit. The #5. Picked this one up at a bookstore. Guy had a whole run of them, so I just kind of went through, picked up some of the ones that I like the covers of, and this was one that I like the cover of. They were in extremely high grade as well. So I was just like, man. So I don't have my box in order, so y'all have to kind of bear with me. But I do have these. I forgot these two were in order. We've got Medieval Spawn Witchblade #2. There we go. If I can get this thing in order here. Tell you what, I have to do the L. I just have to hold it. Medieval Spawn Witchblade #2. This is also a newsstand variant. Went to a store. The owner pulled out a box, and he stated that he was going to put those on the floor. And so he said, well, I'll put them on the floor, and anything in that box I'll let you get for $4. So I saw all of those Spawn Witchblades. Well, I saw about 3. One I put back because I already had. But I picked up 2, and I also picked up #3. And I'm going to come back over here and stand so I can block that light for y'all. And picked up both of those, and like I said, they're both newsstands. So I decided to grab them for that price. You don't see Spawn newsstands that low too often out and about, so I went ahead and I took advantage of it. So picked those up. All right, next up, and speaking of newsstands, and I'm gonna make life a little easier for myself, I'm gonna pull these out of the box. We have Thunderbolts #4, first appearance of Jolt. And so I decided I'd pick that up, and we picked it up, and I noticed that was also a newsstand in the box, and so grabbed it and decided to make a dash. So added that one to the collection. I've already got a couple of copies of that, but I don't have the newsstand. So all right, put that back. Shout out to all of my 90s babies. Xena Warrior Princess first issue newsstand edition. Don't find the newsstand edition of this. I don't think I've ever seen the newsstand edition of this. I always see the other version, which I actually have, but I saw this in that box as well and decided to pick that up. Also, I picked this up. This may not be a massive newsstand pickup, but I picked it up anyway. We have Gambit #1. This is a newsstand as well, and I decided I'd grab that one, pick it up, add it to the stash, and once again it came out of that same box. So that guy had a couple of good books in that box of variants there. So, all right, I'm gonna pick these up as well. We have Transformers #1 from 2003. I'm gonna hop back over here so y'all can see that. And this is a tough one to find, man. This is my first time actually seeing this one in high grade out and about. And I was like, okay, well, cool. I'll pick this up, man. I actually have the one I've got coming up next is actually from the year before, and I'm glad I've got this in high grade. I actually like the artwork on this particular series of Transformers from DW, and as you see right there, that is Transformers #1 from 2002. Decided to add that one to the collection. I actually have a copy of it, but I don't have one that high grade. I got one some years ago in a dollar box. So that kind of tells you about how tough it was. Now these were some really cool pickups. We've got the Transformer Spotlight Hot Rod. I'm gonna kind of cycle through these, so I'll sit those there. We have Transformer Spotlight and this one is a 6-shot, black and white variant as well. And I thought I had another one there. Okay. I guess I didn't pick the other ones up. But that's it for those. We have Thief of Thieves #1. And we also have Morlock 2001 from Atlas Comics. This is issues 1 through 3. You can see that. All right, next few books, and there it is. I knew I had it somewhere, but here you go. We have Transformers #25. This is the first appearance of the Predacon. I'll say Predaking, but Predacon. So, and it's a newsstand as well, and in high grade. So I was excited to be able to grab that. All right, we have Quest for Dreams Lost. The significance of this book is right here. All right, if you can see it there, right there at the bottom there. We've got early Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So anytime I get early Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, we are going to pick it up. We have The Man Called Sting, WCW magazine, WCW Comics #3, newsstand edition. Y'all know how I am about my SpongeBobs. You see SpongeBobs out and about, you might want to grab these. These are actually low print run books. Not a whole lot of them floating around. And definitely if you see a newsstand edition, pick it up. Speaking of newsstand edition, wow, I just realized this was newsstand edition. Well, damn. Just noticed that. Just noticed that. Ultimate Comics All New Spider-Man #3. This is a cover that I typically pick up a lot, but I just noticed it was a newsstand edition. So yeah, I'm thrilled, man. I just noticed that, man. So yeah, I have to sit that one in top loader, man. Wow. And it's in relatively high grade shape. I'd say this is probably about an 8.5 or a 9. 9.8s in those books are just so damn hard to come by. They are just so hard to come by. And you know, I know a way to start this glad, but I don't have it in here with me. So just bear with me, y'all. I apologize. That's the plus. I like having light filtering shades, but at the same time, I've got to change the angle of how I do my haul videos. Well, I'll tell you what, when I get my desk set up, you'll see how I have my haul videos set up. They'll be a little bit different. All right, we have more Dave Stevens. Y'all know how I am about Dave Stevens. When I can find them at a good price, I pick them up. We have Airboy number 5. This is not Dave Stevens, but it's still one of my favorite covers. That's a Grindle number 1. Grindle number 1. First appearance of Lady Grindle there. So it's one that you might want to be on the lookout for. Now we got more Dave Stevens. One of my favorite covers. Takes me back to my childhood of the 80s. DNA Agents, number 24. We have Johnny Quest, number 5, which I've showed these books before, but I've got them in high grade now, so I'm extremely excited. And we've got, I don't think this is David Stevens, but I like the cover anyway. It's and it's the first appearance, I believe. No, this is the first appearance. No, I think the other one. I think the other one is the first appearance. I can't remember. There's something to this issue. I can't quite remember what it is. But Johnny Quest number 9. I can't remember. I have to look it up. I think something goes on in that issue there. Next up, we've got a super hard book to find in a while. This is the final issue of Crew, The Wanderer. This is issue 120. Last issue, low print run. Good luck on finding this, man. I've never seen this out and about, and anybody who knows me knows I go here and there. So I've never seen this out and about. So it can vary. I've seen them. I'll tell you what. I was at the spot that I was at, and I saw some vendors that actually had 1 or 2 of those that were going for really high selling money. So that gives you an idea. All right, shout out to the Juggalos out there watching. We've got Insane Clown Posse Raise the Deserts of Glass. This is number 1. Shout out to Al and Larry for putting me on game. We have X-Men 267, third appearance of Gambit. And here they are. I knew I had them. Chippendale Rescue Rangers number 2. Chippendale Rescue Rangers number 18. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers number 17. We have Saved by the Bell number 1. We have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 63, newsstand edition. And we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 61, newsstand edition. And next up, you're going to see why I tell you all to make sure that y'all check out the dollar box, because from time to time you find good deals. Here you go. Speed Racer number 1. So I tell y'all, you don't have to break your back. And then newsstand edition of Werewolf by Night versus Brother Voodoo. All right, this is number 39 for those who are looking. So make sure y'all kind of be on the lookout for that. You know, I'm not going to do a whole lot of heavy spec on this, but this is just something that I think would be nice to have just in case it does happen. But either way, it's still cool. You got two cool characters meeting each other for the first time. So all my Mike Myers fans out there, we have Halloween 2 number 1. Shout out to Uncle Roman on the comic book G Spot. Because of them, they had this book on one. I think he had this book one night, and I saw this and was like, oh, I know that those are hard to come by. And so I saw Halloween 2. I almost put it back because it was Halloween 2, but I figured it was Mike Myers, so I said I'll just grab it anyway. Speaking of ruthlessly hard to find, this is Ninja High School Swimsuit 2001. This is a toughie to find by Antarctic Press. Antarctic Press books are usually some of the hardest ones to find out there. So if y'all ever see Antarctic Press books, kind of keep an eye out for them, especially Ninja High School swimsuits. And so, and it's a newsstand. Damn, didn't even realize that. And so, my heart just dropped in, y'all. But I'm gonna just hold this. I'm not gonna put it back down. But pick this one up. This book can go anywhere from 50 to 250, and there's certain cases 300 if it's graded at 9.8. So this can be inexpensive. My man is back again. We got Dave Stevens here. Dave Stevens goodness. This will be getting sent off to get graded. I've got 2 of those, but that's the better of the 2. I think those corners on this one, look here, the corners on this one was world class. There's a little bit of a ding there, but it's still, if I had to grade it, I'd probably say it's about an 8, 7.5, 8. Bought this book for Al, but Al already had it, so I decided I added it to my collection. And this is X-Men number 34. I wasn't gonna turn it down for $10. God of War number 2. Cowboys of Moo Mesa number 1. I actually had number 2 and put it. I was in a pile of books that I was putting back, and I accidentally picked it up and put it in there, man. So that pissed me off when I was going through my boxes, man. It was like, damn it, because number 2 is actually harder to find than number 1. This is just, I just picked this up off the strength of the cover. This is Roger Rabbit number 7. Just like the blue, beautiful blue cover. Everything's done really well on that cover. Not so sure if that's anything special, hard to find or whatever. Now this is one that you need to keep a lookout for. This is Roger Rabbit number 12. This is actually my second copy of this, and this is actually pretty cool. This can go all over the place, but it's a really cool bonded issue with Jessica Rabbit down here at the bottom. So kind of be on the lookout for that if you see it. Especially if you see the newsstand. Newsstand I know is a little tough to come by. All right, y'all, we're gonna take these down. And we're gonna keep this thing moving. All right, y'all know I love my romances. We've got Just Married number 2. It's just a beautiful condition, so that's why I picked it up. Gorgeous condition. Secret Hearts, number 144. This one can go for 40 or 50 in high grade, and those were in high grade, so that's another reason why I went on those. Shout out to G-Man. I believe G-Man showed this on Comic Book G-Spot. If it wasn't him, I saw somebody recently show this book, and I just fell in love with the cover. And I saw it in high grade. These are extremely hard to find in high grade. These House of Mystery books. I mean, without it getting too blurry there, but I mean, you just you can look at that there and just tell the quality of how the book turned out here. I know I got my little blurry there, but really, really good quality book. Did not pay $30 for that. I actually got this book for a whopping $15. And this came from the show at the Jim and Dan Comic Show. Also picked this up at the show as well. Looney Tunes issue 124. Got this one just because of Pepe Le Pew. We know he's not in the Looney Tunes mythos anymore, so anytime I see him, I tend to pick him up. I already have a copy of this, but this was a really, really high grade copy, and so I wanted to add it again. And plus, I just really like the simplicity of the cover that Adam Hughes did here. This is Star Wars Legacy number 3. There are a couple of different variants of this one, so be on the lookout for those if you see them. And also watch the barcodes down there. Star Wars newsstands can go for a nice penny. All right, we've got some Spawn 54. We got Spawn 54 newsstand. Got a few of those Spawns too. Next book I am not going to show because it is Hot Coffee We're not gonna show that one. That's a little too hot coffee for my liking to show. Do not want to get this video took down. I can guarantee you that the video, I guarantee you we get pulled down for that one. So instead, I'm gonna show you Spawn number 50 newsstand edition. If you can see it there. And I'm gonna show you Spawn 52 newsstand edition. And I'm also going to show you Spawn 48 newsstand edition. Yeah, so these newsstands, man, I got them at a really good deal for all three of those. So, a really, really good deal. All right, y'all, we are rounding out this first half of this haul. We got one more box to go. We have Death Hawk number 2. Oh, I'm gonna let that one sit there. And we have another Death Hawk number 2. So we got 2 of them. Was able to get both of those for a pretty good deal. This one's the worst for wear. Not sure if y'all can see it. There we go. Just hold it like that. This one's a little bit worse to wear. This one is in high grade. I've got 3 copies of this. The other copy I had was not as in high grade. This one I know for a fact is in high grade. So this will be the one that I'll be sent off to get graded. And we are almost there, y'all. We are almost there. I'll make life a little easier. We'll go this way first. All right, so we have Thundercats 21 newsstand. We have Jesus Christ. Thundercats 18 and Thundercats 22. All newsstands. Glad to be able to add those to the collection. And just because you can't see it. This is a character. I've never seen this character. If somebody ever seen this character on the cartoon, y'all let me know. I've never seen it. So this one here, I will say this. If y'all see this one tends to go for a piece of change. This is about a $25, $30 book. So be on the lookout for that. It's late run Thundercats. Those late run Thundercats are some toughies out in the wild. Finally got a high grade copy of one of my favorite animes, Fist of the North Star. I was glad to have that in there. Searching for this for a while. This is, you talk about trying to find this in the dollar bin and bin back bins. I get the 52, 51, 55, 56, 57 all the time, but I never see 54. This is the first appearance of Mr. Terrific. So if you see this one, grab it. Now that is a legit tough book to find. This is one that I have seen a lot of, but I was not paying $200, $300, $400, $500 for it. This is Incredible Hulk 234. This is the second appearance of Quasar transformed into Quasar. Al will correct me in the chat, I know, or he'll drop it in the live chat. But Quasar is in this book. We know that. So pick this one up, and it's a newsstand. So. Alright, so I'm going to move this box, y'all. Just bear with me here. Move this box out the way. And we're going to put up some good stuff now, man. Y'all are going to like these. Y'all are going to like this. Alright. And I'll tell you what I will do here. Let's see if I can pull this off here. Let's do it. Do it this way. And I'm going to step over here because I think these will fit. So I got my little thingy here. Alright, let's see here. Get that lined up. And here we go. Gonna show y'all some cool stuff, man. Y'all enjoy this. We got some pulp comics. We've got Fantastic Adventures. This is from 1950. So I am now breaking into pulps. I saw a lot of these, man, at really, really good prices while I was out of town. And so I was like, you know what, I'll pick these up. And so I'm adding these to the stash. This is probably one of my favorite covers out of all the pups I picked up. This is Planet Stories from Fiction House. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is from Fiction House. Can't quite remember. No, it's not from Fiction House because it would have been a little circle there. But Planet Stories, just a beautifully done cover. And there's a lot going on. The artwork on these are just, if you see these pulps, man, the artwork on them is just so freaking amazing. And that's one of the reasons why I'm gonna make an adjustment here so y'all can see a little bit better. And I mean, just the artwork alone, just absolutely beautiful. There's a little bit of going on there, but with these pulp books, man, they were just kind of like thrown together. You can kind of see how the paper quality was just not so great. Hence is why it's called pulp. They just kind of threw them together. So if you find these and you find them in really good shape, man, you know, grab them, man, grab them. Especially if they're cheap. If they're cheap, grab them. We've got Future combined with science fiction, just another gorgeous cover, man. You'll see a theme here while I pick these up. One, good girl covers, and they're just absolutely beautiful, beautifully done. I mean, just beautiful, just beautiful. So love the fact that they were in Mylars too, man. That is also a big plus. All right, so we got more Future with science combined with science fiction stories. Just beautiful yellow. I mean, just when you see the covers, man, I told y'all, if y'all saw my recent Golden Age haul video, covers, man, covers intact, that's what I'm going for. So it looks pretty good, man. You know, it's just beautiful, beautifully done. Next up is another one here. This is Planet Comics from 1940, Planet Stories from 1946. This is actually some early Ray Bradbury work. So thrilled to pick up some of this stuff. Ray Bradbury's from the old school. I remember growing up as a child reading some of his stuff and listening to it on records, on my granddad's old records. So all right, this is another awesome cover. Planet Stories. Once again, just absolutely love the cover, man. Just picked it up, just beautifully done. Just beautifully done covers. All right, here's another cool cover. Astounding Stories, science fiction. This was a large size pulp for 1940, 20 cents, man. That was probably like what, 75 cents back then. So that was a lot. And this is a thick book too, by the way. This is really thick. In decent shape, relatively good. Let me see the greatest notes on this. Nothing. Didn't have anything on there. But yeah, just a beautiful cover, man. Like I said, I picked them up, man, and I really like these things. I really like them. Artwork is astonishing. All right, so we've got Future Science Fiction, Volume 3. Well, Volume 3. Just another beautiful cover. Decided to just pick them up, man. That's just like I said, I'm picking them up. When I see them at a good price, we're picking them up, man. We are picking them up. Also, we've got another Future combined with science fiction, and this is another just outstanding, gorgeously done cover. And this is it was in really good shape too. This next one is a toughie to find. Now this one I had to go. I researched pulps and stuff, and this is one that I see come up a lot. That's tough to find, and it could be expensive. Planet Stories. This is by I was talking earlier. It is by Fiction House. So Planet Stories is by Fiction House. I kept thinking, because I saw the font Planet, I was like, it's got to be, Fiction House. But just absolutely beautifully done artwork here. Just from 1954, white cover. There's a little bit of a stain there, but we're gonna take this for what it is. We're not gonna complain about it at all. This is a sick cover, man. This is a sick cover. Both of these next two are sick. We've got Future combined with science fiction stories, Volume 2-2. Look at that, man. Just absolutely beautiful stuff, man. Beautiful stuff there. Just so glad to be able to run into this stuff. I don't see this. I don't see a lot of this down south. I can tell you that. I don't know if this is a thing up north or not, but I know down south I rarely see these kind of books, man. So I was just elated to be able to pick up some pulps. And last but not least, we've got, well, no, I've got one more, but I'll tell you what, I'm gonna show this one. This is the one I'm gonna leave on the screen at the end here. But this is this right here. 1, blue is my favorite color. 2, I love the color palette, yellow and blue, and then you add a splash of green here, man. It is just a stunning cover. You have to see this in person. Just a beautifully done cover. You've also got the space helmets. You've got UFOs. You've got girls with guns. I mean, this is just, it's a win-win-win across the board. Work by Virgil Finlay. All right, so, and I guess I'll close with this one. True Detective Mysteries. This is from the early 1940s. Just a cool ass cover. I saw this at one of the bookstores I went to while I was there, and thought that was just like, that's a really, really cool cover. And so I was like, yep, I'll pick that up, man. So, yep, I'm going to actually end with that one. I actually like that cover too. It's a little beat up, man. It's a little roughed up here on the side. So it's hanging on for dear life. Now, it's probably about a 1.15, something on that line. But it is hanging on for dear life, so I'm not going to do too much moving with it. But this has been the first part of my haul. I've got some slabs as well that I bought, but they're tucked away now, so I don't want to get them out. But I'll tell you, I got the Venom Lethal Protector Gold. If you watched the last Comic Haul show, our Saturday night discussion, which is about the acetate gate, just fast forward to the hauls and then you'll see it. It's on there as well. But you know, I was thrilled. I enjoyed my time in Ohio. Want to give a kudos to a lot of the shops that I visited. Want to give a kudos to the gentleman that I met at the con. Want to give a shout out to just the hospitality at the stores. I saw world-class service at every store. It was really awesome. So next haul video will be Archie books, and that'll be coming your way soon. So make sure you are on the lookout for that. But that concludes this haul of books that I picked up. Hope you enjoyed those pulps, man. Really had a fun time showing those to you all. Glad I got them. Hopefully CGC or I'm trying not to say CBSI, but CBCS will actually grade those books, and hopefully I can get those sent off and get graded, man. Those are absolutely stunning and beautiful. They present really well. So, all right, well, with that, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you check out our recent shop talk video from Sean. Also, make sure you check out my haul video, Silver and Golden Age haul, CGC slabs. So make sure you check those out as well. And also, don't forget that you can go back and rewind and watch some of our old shows here on the channel. We've got content going back for years. So we've got enough stuff that you can just dip your toe in and enjoy. Get you some popcorn, sit back and watch some of our old shows. Also, make sure that you subscribe to us on Instagram at Comic Haul Crew. All right, I'm Matt, and I'm out. Peace.